Let's talk about billboards. How many agents have you seen flying billboards on the highway? It's cool, it's fancy, and it draws a lot of attention. But there are better ways and more creative ways to invest your marketing dollars. And in this video, I'm going to tell you 3 creative ideas that have more longevity and more impact than buying billboards. Okay, so how many times have you seen real estate agents put money into billboards? And I personally know agents that have done this. And I've asked them, have you gotten an ROI on it? And their answer is no, nobody calls me off the billboard. It hasn't gave me a direct measurable ROI. Now, I asked them, why do you keep doing billboards? Because they keep doing it. And their response is it kind of boosts their other marketing that they're doing, and it helps get them recognition within the community, which is a fair point. You know, if people see your face and they start to know you, it can help you when you go to cold call them or you're prospecting a for sale by owner or whatever you're trying to do to win over your next client. But there are other ways to do this in a more effective way. So let's dive into 3 different creative ideas that you can start doing and you can invest in the future so that you get that same boost in recognition, but you might be able to stretch your investment a little further. So number 1, this one is really cool. How would it feel if you had your very own moving truck as a real estate agent? So think about this, it's closing day and you tell your client, hey, I have a moving truck. You don't even need to rent one out. I'm gonna let you borrow it and you can put all your belongings in it, take the keys, bring all your new stuff to your next house. And it's a really big, helpful tool. But on top of that, the moving truck is branded with all your information, all your team's information, all your brokerage information. And when that moving truck pulls up to that new house, you know the neighbors are watching, right? Well, how big of a rock star will you look like when your new clients pull up to their new home and start unpacking with a moving truck that's fully wrapped with your picture, with your information, with your website? This can be a game changer and it can help you draw attention. And think about it. You're helping your clients and you're also getting attention to your brand with all the people in the neighborhood who are watching the new neighbors move in, and they're just looking at your giant moving truck with all your information on it. So if someone's thinking about selling, think about the impact that you can make on them. Like, hey, this agent has their stuff together. They have a complete moving truck with all their information on it. I should probably call that agent and get an opinion on what my house is worth, and maybe I'll work with them. So I've looked into this a little bit for my own real estate team. It does cost money and it can be a little bit expensive, but so are billboards. Now, if you want to look into this a little bit further, there is a website called On the Move, and they specialize in basically doing this with real estate agents, and they do it with a couple different other industries like storage companies and so on and so forth. But they actually specialize and they have the whole business plan so you can plug into what they specialize in, and you can have a complete moving truck all to your own on a lease wrapped with all your information. So I highly suggest you check that out if you're interested in this different marketing plan and it's something that you want to do in the future. The next one is a little less investment heavy. This is because you already own it. So think about billboards. What is the most powerful thing about it? People are driving their cars down the road, they're on the highway, and they see the billboard on a daily basis. Well, here's the problem with billboards. They're very expensive and eventually they come down, whether you keep them up there for a couple months or, even up to 6 months. And the longer you keep them up, the longer you have to keep paying the bill, and that can cause big overhead. And as real estate agents, we want to try to avoid that as much as possible. So here's a more creative idea. What about wrapping your car? Turn your car into a mobile billboard with wheels on it. How much better of an idea is that? You have a one-time cost to design and wrap your car with all these graphics. You can put your photo on it, you can put your website on it, you can put your call to action on it, and then your car is all over the road anyway because you're driving from appointment to appointment. Think about how many miles you put in your car last year alone as a real estate agent. Well, what would happen if you can wrap that car with all your branded images and logos and your face? Think about how much attention that would get and how many people would see that. So it's a one-time cost, and that billboard rolls all around the state. Whereas a billboard that you put on the highway, it just sits there and you have to pay it every single month that it's up. So this can be a better way to basically get that personal brand and build that personal brand as an agent without having that high monthly overhead. Now, the cost to wrap your car is different. Depends on the size of your car. It depends on what the designs you want to have done. But on average, we've kind of found that it's going to cost about a couple $1,000s. Now, if you have a giant vehicle, like a giant truck or a big SUV, it might cost a little bit more. But you can go to your local, shop that might do window tinting, that does wraps, and consult with them and see what it would actually cost to build the design out on your car that you really want. And in the grand scheme of things, if this does generate business for you, which it likely will, then what's a couple $1,000s in the grand scheme of things of your business? Some agents are spending that on leads every single month. Number 3, this is probably the coolest idea. So this is a pizza company idea. So think about this, hear me out. What if you went to your local favorite pizza place where you might know the owner, it's a small pizza shop, and you said, hey, let's partner together and come up with a really cool promotion where you make money, I make money, it's a win-win. So how do you do this? So here's the kind of idea and strategy that you can present to this company and this local business. You can say, hey, I'm a local real estate agent, you know me, I know you, I take care of my clients, I know you have a great pizza company and your food is terrific. So let's do this. One weekend, I'm going to basically send out a ton of marketing flyers and a ton of postcards to the entire city. And I'm going to basically put a promotion together where you get a certain percentage off if you use this coupon code that I'm going to come up with. Think about this. What if you can offer people 20% off their next pizza or their next pizza order from this particular place if you use that code? How good does that look on you as the local neighborhood realtor? And how cool is that for the pizza owner to get all that free marketing? So it's a win-win. Now, it might not be as much as 20%. You've got to discuss and negotiate how much percentage they're willing to kind of discount to be able to get all that new business and all those new eyes on their company. But what you want to do is create these coupons, send them out to, 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 houses, depending on how big the promotion is going to be. And that's the value add that you offer. So as the agent, you're putting up all this promotional money to drive traffic to that pizza company. And then in return, what's going to happen is you're going to get all that brand recognition and they're actually getting something they can use. And then what you can do is you can actually brand the pizza boxes. So what you can actually do with the pizza box is going to have a flyer on the top of it. And you want to design this so it's really catchy and it really emphasizes your personal brand and who you are as a real estate agent. So you want to include stuff like your photo, your professional photo, your website, and then you want a call to action. So the call to action is big. And what I would do is something along the lines of, if you're in an area that's highly populated with homeowners, which I would suggest you do it in an area that has sellers, you want to offer maybe a free home value report, a free home evaluation, something that's a call to action that would make them call you for that free evaluation. Now, if you're in an area that's heavily saturated with renters and you think you're going to target first-time home buyers, then you might want to offer a free first-time home buyer guide. Or maybe call today to learn how to get pre-approved for your first house. Or maybe it's call today and learn how to stop paying your landlord's mortgage. Or maybe it's call today and learn how to stop renting and start owning. There are all kinds of cool taglines you can put together to make this work. But just don't forget the call to action, because that's what's going to make people actually call you. And that's the most important part. Not only are you getting the brand recognition, sending out all these pizza boxes with all your information on it, you're also trying to collect leads with the call to action. So this is a really cool idea. It's a really neat idea. And I hope someone that's out there takes advantage of it, because it probably wouldn't cost you all that much money to put this together. And on top of that, you get to build a really strong relationship with a local business owner that might even end up sending you business in the future. So I hope you like these ideas. Hopefully they encourage you to do some creative marketing that's a little outside the box of what everybody else is doing. Hopefully it sparks some ideas that you can use in your business to gain some profit on and get your personal brand out there in the local community. So if you have other creative marketing ideas, I would love to hear them. Drop them in the comment section below, and like the video, share with a friend that needs to see it, and subscribe for more real estate content geared to grow your real estate empire. So thanks so much for watching, and you have a great day.